Let's look at a big matchup in the Big 12. So this is a top 15 showdown. Utah at Oklahoma State. This is Utah's first Big 12 game since joining the conference. So this week, the theme of the week is like, here's what we're seeing actually from realignment. Like we've talked about it. We've talked about travel and the impact. Well, these are kind of some of the monster games that we're getting now that these schools are in leagues with each other. And this one is going to be a pretty big one. You have the two longest tenured head coaches in FBS, in Kyle Whittingham and Mike Gundy, and you have two of the oldest college football players at quarterback. You have two seventh-year senior quarterbacks in Cam Rising, who was born in 1999. Shout out to Cam Rising, a
Shout out
90s
to
baby.
90s babies.
A 90s baby, and Alan Bowman, who was born in 2000, but he still counts. Like, this is kind of crazy that both of these teams have this. These head coaches that have been there forever and quarterbacks have been in college forever.
It's funny because the older demo who is going to be listening or watching this will be like, why are you guys so excited about 90s babies? And it's like, hi, it's me. I'm a 90s baby. So
89, but still, like, it just makes me feel a little bit less old. Like, please.
he gets around it. He gets around it.
Yeah.
It is going to be an intriguing game. And you mentioned the setup for it, like veteran quarterbacks, really veteran head coaches who have done great jobs with their programs. I'm super high on Utah. I talked about it at the beginning of the year. I think they're a phenomenal team. I think Utah on the road is a little bit different than Utah at home, but I still trust them in this game. Part of the reason why for Oklahoma State, Ollie Gordon hasn't necessarily gotten going the way that people thought he would for the early part of the year. And I'm not sure that this is the defense where he starts to get going here. 1.5, super tight. I'm going to trust Utah on this one. I'm going to take them, but I expect this to be a really fun and exciting game.
I guess we probably should have gone over our picks before we started because we're going to make the same ones again. I'm also taking the Utes. It is basically a toss-up. I think it's going to be one of the best games of the day. Again, they're both in the top 15. These are both Big 12 contenders. I think I would put them in the category with K-State right now as kind of that top tier in this conference. But, man, I love Kyle Whittingham teams. They don't beat themselves. Cam Rising expected to be back this week. He missed last week with, he's got, stitches in his fingers or something, something with his hand. But, man, that he is a special player when he's healthy, and he's not always healthy. But I love watching Utah. I think it's going to be a really fun and physical game. And in a physical game, I'm going to give it to Kyle Whittingham's group. So I think Utah is going to win the Big 12 in year one. And this game will do a lot to kind of establish whether or not that's likely or not this year.